The Weekly starts now.
Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of The Weekly. It's our first show for 2021. And I don't know about you, but my goodness, was I excited to get to New Year's and into a new year. Last year, we started off with a great first quarter, and then everything went insane, which everybody knows about and we've all talked about. This year, we're going to have the exact opposite. We're going to start off with not the greatest news, but every month's going to get better and the journey is going to be really, really positive. The nice thing is, throughout all of this, our markets have held up amazingly well, which is fantastic for everybody in our industry. So if this is your first time on The Weekly, we do this every Thursday. And basically, we're showing the trends and innovations we're seeing in the marketplace. And you can go to Horizon TV and look at all of the old segments that we've done. They're very diversified and touch so many parts of our business. So thank you for joining us, to all of our new viewers, and thanks for all the return people also. So let's get into today's show. Our sponsor today is Da Vinci Roofscapes. And Da Vinci makes high-quality composite, slate, and shake roofs. And they make them for both new construction and replacement roofing. And they've married three things: amazing appearance, durability, and cost effectiveness. And I don't know about you, but whenever I'm driving by and I see a beautiful roof, there is nothing that sets off a home more than that. So check out Da Vinci Roofscapes. So let's get into our first segment. In our first segment, we give 10 reasons why you would want to hire a professional designer for your remodeling job. Why would you do that? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Whenever I hire a professional, you realize why they're professionals. They bring different thought to what you have around a project. And these 10 reasons are fantastic, but there's an overarching idea, and that is, how do you balance aesthetics with functionality? Believe me, you need a professional to get that into the right spot.
A good designer can help balance the aesthetics with the functionality. And I'll give you an example of one where we went too far with aesthetics, but there was a shower that we built that had aesthetics being a primary concern. Those shower floor tiles that we picked were large format. And when I say large format, they were 6 by 12. And it's very difficult to put on a floor that needs to be sloped to allow the water to shed off. Now, we had a linear drain that all these tiles angled into. The problem didn't occur until after we were done, and the client didn't like the fact that the water just stood there on the floor. It didn't shed off. And the reason for that was the large format tile actually made the water more apparent that it was there. In a typical shower, you have smaller format tile, a lot of grout lines, and the water kind of disappears in the background. It's there. If you step out of your shower in a small format tile and you go back an hour later, it's still wet. But they're designed for that. But you put one big sheet of tile in there, and it's very evident that there's water droplets on it. It's just, that's the aesthetics of it conflicting with the practicality.
In our next segment, we look at multi-generational design. We look at this issue a lot with ProBuilder and House Review, and Seth Hart is an expert in this area. And multi-generational design has taken on a new life. And this is with parents coming to live with us, with college kids coming back, or newly graduated kids coming back, either permanently or for long visits. How do you design that space correctly, not only now when they're here, but when they're not here anymore and they go back to work? What do you do with that space? And how do you make it flexible enough? Seth Hart walks through all that with us. And just one aside, I live in Philly. Seth Hart is a spitting image of Carson Wentz.
this really provides good opportunities for, like I said, large families to live together under one roof, but still maintaining some privacy and separation of spaces by having that living area with the guest suite on the ground floor, and really allowing a little bit more flexibility of how people can live independently within that one home.
So that ends our show today. As always, we greatly appreciate you joining us. Next Thursday, we'll be back with some more segments for you. In the meantime, if you'd like to catch up on any of our content, check it out on Horizon TV or on YouTube. You can look at all the individual segments and pick out whatever makes the most sense for you. And if you'd like to see anything else on the show or any kind of content, please email me. Big shout out to our sponsor, Da Vinci Roofscapes. They have low maintenance product. It's beautiful and long lasting. It's got a limited lifetime warranty, and it brings so much curb appeal and value to your home. Check them out. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Thanks.